All right. All right. Good morning. Yeah. Right. Turn monitor off. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Mourning Show. Yeah. It's Monday morning. So we're here with the Mourning Show. Good morning. And I am your method. We're gonna hang out today. We're gonna talk about some stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about lots of stuff. So, like we said, oops, I'm down desk. So yeah, like I talked a little bit about on Thursday. We're gonna have. I said we're gonna have a lot of board game stuff to talk about on this morning show, and we do. We have a lot of board game stuff to talk about. Other than that, got some other little things to talk about. So this should be fun. This should be fun. We always like to start off this with, I'm trying to start off a little bit differently. So I'd like to talk about like how the weekend was, stuff like that. And but I want to think about it as a way listen, for people, I mean, if you're watching this, so if you watch this on YouTube, which isn't live the day after, it's Tuesday, to think about how your weekend went and to think about what you want to do in the next weekend or the rest of the week. So that way you're not mourning all the time. Something like that. So obviously everybody's sad that the weekend is over. Most people are sad that the weekend's over. So that's why we call it the morning show. But how can we make it better? A lot of people, hey, if you like your job, things like that, the week's not so bad. But so this weekend, let's see, what did I do this weekend? So one of the things I did this weekend was played some board games. That's why I said we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Got some fun new board games in, and yeah. So far, all of them are hits. We'll probably end up playing another new board game today. Later on, when my wife's done with work. But yeah, see. So we played some board games this weekend, and I think, what did I do on Saturday? I did something on Saturday. I can't even remember. Well, must not have been that important. That's that ADHD right there. Can't even remember what I did Saturday. Well, yeah, so pretty exciting weekend. I had some stuff to do. I know I spent a bit of the weekend fixing, so I had some microphone issues, which was annoying. Because I had, so one of the things I did this weekend was I had to fill out a little bit of, so I applied to be a murder mystery host type of job. It's like a remote job, where you play a character in a murder mystery game over like a video Zoom call type of situation. So I applied for one of those, and I had to do a video, like a short video thing as one of the characters, and it took me an extra day-ish to get that done, because I had some microphone issues, so that was really annoying. Couldn't record. I'm not going to try to record something like that with my dumb webcam mic, that would just be garbage. So yeah, so that's one thing I did, and so we'll see what goes on with that. It was a bit different. I mean, I've gotten really used to microphone software settings, things like that, making sure my sound levels and things are not peaking, having like a pop filter, things like that, and just like also webcam settings, the lighting. So I've gotten a lot used to that, and I've gotten really used to being behind a camera and doing Twitch streaming and things like that. So that part wasn't that hard. Trying to introduce, like a character, that was the only part that where I was probably still need some practice. So we'll see if anything happens with that. But yeah, so I might to get practice for future stuff like that, if nothing happens with that, I might try to bring more of like a character, more animated, more like something to me as Grim Method in like videos and things like that. I don't know, we'll see. But either way, that was fun to do, and we'll see if anything comes back from that. So that was what I did this weekend. It was still haven't seen Chonkus Maximus come back. I don't know if he was just casing out the yard to look for like a future home, but he has not come back at all. So I did fill in a large hole under the shed, and I need to go back and check in that to see if it's dug back out, and see, because he might just be really sneaky. He might just be coming out when we aren't seeing him. But hopefully he's just packed up and left. Unlikely with groundhogs, but that is something we're going to have to look into more seriously. Getting rid of relocating that Chonkus Maximus boy, because we are on a dog hunt, searching for dogs. Nothing that we're looking for in particular, just kind of like that feeling you get when you see one. We saw one already, contact the place, but they're already somebody else. It seemed like they were already in the process of like they had already a meet and greet and stuff like that, and I think we were a little late in contacting them, and they got adopted, which is always exciting. So they did get adopted by somebody else, but so now I'm just kind of looking at more, trying to get that same feeling, like the excitement that we saw with that one. So we'll see how that goes, but maybe here soon might have a dog, so that'll be fun. I'll get me a dog cam, give me another something. I want to try and do something, a little dog cam. I don't have the USB ports in my computer for another cam, that's for sure. But I'll figure something out. And that's all I could think about for stuff like that. Before we get into some of the other stuff, we got board games to talk about, things like that. Uh, so yeah, so are working on some new design stuff, things like that. Just mostly for my brother right now. He's working on rebranding his LLC. So I'm helping him out with that, getting back into the getting my design tools back out. It's been a while. It's really been a while since I've done anything. A little bit with my rebrand, my summer heat rebrand. That got me in a little bit. Got my toes wet with that one. And I still want to do a lot more. Like I've said, is it this guy down here? This guy's still the same colors, things like that. I would like to make a fun one like that. All my I want to kind of like do a little bit of an improvement on my follow, subscribe, rate alerts, things like that. I like where they are. I know something like that. I'm probably not going to change them. Or I might look at making some temporary fun ones for the summer heat theme. I just kind of want to, and I might do that just to get back into the swing of things, but I do want to improve them a little bit. There's some things that I feel like I could have done better with them. So that's something I'll probably be working on soon. Yeah, I can't wait to show off the design stuff that I've started to work on for my brother's LLC. I think it's one of the best logos I've made. Yeah, it's definitely up there. I mean, it's one that I've actually put the time and effort into it as a logo, so it's not it wasn't just like I found a nice font, solid font, put it across with some like a brand icon and called it good like that. Like I put the business name into or incorporate it into the logo in a fun way. Something that I think really came off well. So I'm excited to show that off. That'll be once he has most of the stuff finalized, for sure. I'll have that in my in the Soul Club Discord. I'll post that and show that off a little bit, and I'll show off like in the Soul Club Discord kind of where I went from and where we got to, because it was a big leap from like the very first logo I was putting together for him for his new rebrand, and then I took like a look at it. I was just like, this is no go, and I went and just redid something else. So it'll be cool to show off, because I never even showed him the first logo that I was putting together. So that'll be cool. Once he gets most of his stuff finalized and things like that, I'll definitely put that in the Soul Club Discord. So if you're not a member of the Soul Club Discord, go ahead and join. Down there in my Twitch About panels is a link. If you're watching this on YouTube, there will be a link in the description. Come hang out. Make sure you set your preferences. I think set your preferences to the design that you want to see, design stuff. Let me see. Yeah, so you want to make sure you set in your preferences in there if you're interested in stream overlays and design, things like that. And that unlocks the channel to see that. And if you are interested, once I am able to, I'll show off the Lunar Alchemist work I've done, some of the different alerts and overlays I've done for myself, and obviously my original brand and my rebrand for the summer heat. I'm going to toss that all up in there as in my portfolio channel so you can check it out. And if you want some stuff done, come talk to me. We can work something out. I want to start doing some more of it, some freelance design work, things like that. Do logos, branding, animated Twitch things. I will say my experience with animated Twitch logos and things, or animated Twitch overlays, things like that, is very new. Like I do not have a lot of experience with that, but I'm always willing to try something. So we'll see. We'll see if you want something. If you want to check it out, we can talk about it. And I am working on a little bit of a thing. You can kind of see it right down here in the corner. A little fun, different logo for the Lunar Alchemists. To try and change that up a little bit. A lot of the Lunar Alchemists have been on break lately, me included. When I moved, I know I was out of streaming for I think a month. You know, it was only supposed to be 2 weeks without gameplay streams, or 3 weeks maybe. It was supposed to be like 3 weeks without gameplay streams and like 2 weeks at most without the morning show. And I think it ended up being like 4 and 5 weeks. And a lot of the other alchemists right now they're just having really busy. Some of them going back into the office, so they have less time, things like that. So I'm gonna throw in some new design blood in there and try to get that pumped up and going again. Things like that. See what's going on. Get some. I know we have a couple members that are still on hiatus, but the ones that are in and about and around, try to get them back in social and active. So yeah, but yeah, check out their Discord, come hang out in their Discord, things like that. One thing we might be doing with having some members on hiatus, stuff like that, we might be looking to get some new alchemists in and going. So now's a great time to come and hang out with us at the Lunar Alchemist Discord, or come and hang out with me at my Soul Club Discord as well. I'm gonna try and be more active in that. Yeah, so we can talk about stuff in the Soul Club Discord as well. Get to know you, things like that. Like I said, like we've always said, there's no clear-cut way, no list of checkboxes you need to do to be looked at as in the Lunar Alchemist. It's just who we see, you know, active in the community, talking, stuff like that. And when we do peek around and watch other people's streams, things like that. So if you do have your Discord set to show under your name when you're streaming, that definitely helps. And we look at some people, so that might be something coming up here in the future. I do have to talk to the other alchemists and see how they feel about that. But I think we need to get a couple more in, one or two more, to get everybody to breathe some more life back in that. Kind of in a little bit of a lull, you know. That's summertime though. It happens a lot. So yeah. So as far as that, so that's all I got as far as I design, things like that. Yeah, so coming up this week, we will have 2 gameplay streams this week. So we'll see. I still have everything set for like a Tuesday, Thursday gameplay stream, but I might go and change it up. I might do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But we'll see. we'll see. That might be something I wait on. There's a reason I did Tuesday, Thursday. And it's Monday, was it Monday, Wednesday? There's other stuff other content I like to watch to keep fresh, give me ideas. So I might, we'll see. I don't always have a lot of time to prepare for my Tuesday stream. It would be nice to have Monday, the morning show, get a bunch of stuff done after the morning show to set up for the week. Have Tuesday to get ready and do things, and then Wednesday stream, Thursday get ready and do things, and then Friday stream. That would be nice, but that would literally cut off all the days except for Monday, where I get to watch other afternoon weekly content that I like to watch to keep myself fresh and keep ideas rolling for my own streaming. So we'll see. So expect it to be the same this week, still Tuesday, Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll start it up. Obviously this Tuesday we're going right back into hardcore Minecraft, episode 4. I never thought I would even see episode 4, but it's looking pretty good so far. We had some not to spoil too much from episode 3. Episode 3 is posted. It's on YouTube. You can go watch it. Obviously I've already spoiled that we do not die in episode 3. But we did have some close calls. We had some close calls. Yeah, it's not too important. We are having an issue, a huge issue with phantoms. And if you've seen the first episode or the second episode, I talked a lot about I'm not going to sleep in my bed to make night go away. So I wanted to add that extra level of difficulty. And I said that mostly just because now I have to survive through the full night. That's the thing. I always forget about phantoms. So now we've gone so many days in game without sleeping that when the phantoms spawn, there's 5 of them. It's getting to be obnoxious, and it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to be hunting Enderman soon. And that means I have to go outside at night, and these phantoms could probably instant kill me if they chose to all attack at the same time. So, with that being said, episode 4, I will probably sleep once at least to reset the phantoms, just because that's a lot to deal with, and I want to be able to progress more, which means we're going to be needing Endermen soon. So we'll be expecting that soon. I will sleep probably on episode 4 just to get that going. The nethers are not safe enough where I am at to do Enderman hunting there. So I might check out the nethers again, see if I can't set something up in the nethers to hunt Enderman. Probably unlikely. Honestly, I'm probably have to go through the nethers and come out somewhere, because I don't get a lot of Endermen nearby my house because I am by a giant lake. So there's that. So, but episode 4 probably we won't get into a lot of Enderman hunting and things like that. I think episode 4, so one of the things Zero, my good pal Zero, one of my mods, when he was hanging out with us in episode 3, he said that we should, he wants us to go and find a sunken treasure, ship, he wants to get me a treasure, or well, he told me he wanted me to find an ocean temple, and that guy is crazy, because those elder guardian would tear me to shreds right now. But ocean treasures and a treasure ship would be fun to try to look for, so we might do that. I might go out on that kind of adventure in episode 4. We'll see. We do have a map now, so it'll be a little bit easier to go out for an adventure and come back and make it back to the house. The biggest thing, obviously, last episode we talked about it too. We expanded the house a lot. It was a relatively safe episode because we were indoors like 80% of the time. We didn't go to the nether, we didn't do this. Like I said, the only issues we had was some phantoms, and then we got an enderman come in and sneak into the horse stable. Really annoying. I wasn't too afraid of him being in the house, but it did get sketchy when I looked at him right in his dumb face, and then he freaked out, but he wouldn't leave the horse stables, so we were kind of having like a stare down. And yeah, it was interesting to say the least. So that's one thing we got coming. So got the 2 gameplay streams coming this week. Tuesday will be, like I said, Hardcore Minecraft. Thursday, obviously tentatively Hardcore Minecraft. If we die Tuesday, won't be Hardcore Minecraft. It'll be something else. There is a game I am looking forward to. What day is today? It is the 26th. There's a game I'm looking forward to on the 29th here. That looks really fun. It might be a game I try to get Zero in as my silent co-op partner, because he doesn't get on mic or anything like that at the times that he can usually play. So I will see what his availability is. It is a co-op top-down shooter, kind of like Diablo isometric view, I think is what I saw. But it's like a cyberpunk themed universe, which I love cyberpunk as a genre. And I'm actually, well, soon we might be going back to Cyberpunk 2077. They've fixed a lot of the stuff. It runs a lot better. And I like that game a lot. It just, I'll have to see if I can stream it. It was not great for me as far as streaming goes, and I still might not be able to stream it until I can get me a new video card, but we'll see. So we might make another go at streaming that. If I can't stream it, I might try to record some gameplay of it and put that up on YouTube. Start a real YouTube series, like a Let's Play or something like that. But I do want to get back into that, so we'll see about that. But yeah, this other game is called The Ascent. It will be on Game Pass. I don't know if it's going to be on PC Game Pass. I know it's going to be on Xbox Game Pass coming up here on the 29th. Yeah. So isometric cyberpunk shooter with co-op looks really fun. If it is just Xbox Game Pass, we're gonna get my Xbox One X up in my stream room, and we're gonna play that off of Elgato then. which honestly might be better for me anyway. I might do that no matter what, because my One X is quite a powerful machine, and it would take some of the heavy lifting off my PC, make the stream better, make the graphics more what's the word? Consistent. Yeah, consistent. So we'll see about that. So that comes out on Thursday. So if we die Tuesday, that might be our Thursday game. I'll have to get in it and check it out Thursday morning if that is a thing. See how it goes. But yeah, that could be a fun one. Some of the gameplay, trailer, stuff like that looks really interesting. So I do have that planned. I know Zero was telling me on episode 3 of Hardcore Minecraft, when we die in Minecraft, there's a game that just came out as well. Zelda Souls style game, Death's Door, with like hard boss fights, things like that, with some Zelda dungeon puzzle-y style stuff. I might take a look at that as well. So we got a lot of stuff coming up that we could do. Yeah, like so much stuff like that. It's crazy. And I might need to like throw in like another day of streaming times, so that because I would like two streaming days where I do like a continued series of content, things like that, and then maybe throw in another streaming day where we do whatever, like we do something random that's not tied to the series that we're currently doing. Like right now, I'd love to do like a retro gameplay day every week. Pull out the NES or Super NES emulator on my Switch and play some of those old games. Check them out. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so that's what we got for gameplay content. We got a lot of things up in the air. And yeah, it just depends on when we get to it, Depends on how long we survive in Minecraft. I did not expect to even survive this long, so who knows how much longer we'll go. With that being said, let's get into the big stuff we want to talk about. Wow, that's all kinds of messed up. I need to fix that. So getting bored, man, I messed up that logo somewhere. I don't think I've actually activated that scene since I reset my computer up. So that might be a victim of my hard drive issues. Oh yeah, but anyway, so we're getting bored. We got a lot of board games. And we played a couple this weekend. We'll play one more probably tonight. And some other exciting stuff. So you can see them, bam, right here. We got, these are two new big ones we got. We got Marvel Champions up there, and we got Pandemic Legacy Season 0 now. So Marvel Champions, I saw that in local game store on the Discord. Maybe I think I even saw a Facebook post or something like that. They're doing Marvel Champions game plays in the play area of their room, and it's something I'd seen. I read a little bit about Marvel Champions, It sounded, I was like, okay. It sounded a lot like the Legendary Marvel game, which is just a co-op deck builder. That's what Legendary is. So when I first heard about Marvel Champions, I thought it was just going to be a lot similar to that. So then I saw the events that they had, and it's kind of a situation where you brought a deck that you had built, and I started reading about it as they were, advertising how to show up and how to play in their hosted game events and things like that. One second, wait, one second. All right, so they were talking about these host events, and the way I was reading them, I was like, that's crazy. That sounds nothing like Legendary. So I'm going to look more into this. So I looked more into it, and this Marvel Champion thing right here is super cool. It is a living card game. So it's kind of somewhere between. It's not like Magic the Gathering, where you don't buy like a booster pack and get some random cards. You buy specific heroes. So, but when you get those heroes, you get other cards that you get to use with them. And each hero has like a basic deck, of a version of that deck that they tell you how to build. Aside from that, you can just take that hero's cards, separate them from like the standard idea that you have a deck, and you can build a deck around that hero. And that's what really got me. I was like, that sounds really cool. I'm gonna check this out. So we got Marvel Champions up here. The core game comes with Captain Marvel, Iron Man, She-Hulk, Spider-Man, and Black Panther, and plus a bunch of other cards. So each hero has like 12 or something like that cards that are themed after themselves. So the border of it looks kind of like with Iron Man, it's yellow and red, things like that. So you got those cards. That starts your deck for that hero, and then from there you can add basic cards, like shield agents, Nick Fury, things like that. And they do, as generic things, like they might get you resources, they might be an ally to fight with you, things like that. And then from there you have different styles of cards as well. So you have like justice cards, aggressive cards, protection cards, things like that. So each hero comes with the standard deck of cards, so it tells you how to build it. So I know, and so aside from the core set, I got my wife Miss Marvel, because she's gotten into the Miss Marvel comics right now. The little stretchy girl. I want to say which one is it right now in the Miss Marvel comics? Kamala Khan, I think. So we got the Miss Marvel deck, and that came. So the standard Miss Marvel deck is a protection deck. So, but what you could do is you could take out those protection cards and you could put in aggressive cards. So you could make her more of a in-your-face fighter, more so, less so like, I'm gonna protect the other heroes kind of thing. So you can mix and match cards. The deck has to be 40 cards. But you can kind of build it as you see fit. And then you bring that deck and you play with other people. It's a co-op game, so you're fighting villains together. But it's really cool because you can kind of design each hero to be how you want to play. So that's the living card game portion of it. They have a bunch of different packs. I know I saw Star-Lord, Thor, you know, a lot of the other ones. And those are individual heroes you can buy after you buy the core box here. They're like $12-13 a piece, so they're not super expensive. They all work together. Each hero pack you get gives you their cards, a bunch of protection, justice, or aggression, or defense things like that cards, and then each hero pack also just gives you extra cards to add to your collection entirely that aren't used even in that hero deck. So it's really cool. It was a lot of fun. We played our first game of that over the weekend. As we do, we messed up some of the rules. So it ended up being a little bit easier than it should have been. But all in all, it was a lot of fun, and the next time we play, we won't mess up those rules. So we did Corset. She was Captain Marvel. I was Spider-Man. And let me see. Yeah. And we were playing against a Rhino, so that was pretty fun. So super excited. I'm super excited to play more of that. I want to get in there and mess around and get me a fun hero deck that I make of my own. I definitely want to play it a couple more times. Maybe as one of the other characters in the core set with their starter deck first. Just to kind of get a feel of it. But all in all, it was really exciting and a lot of fun. And yeah, I want to go and buy more heroes, more and more heroes. So that was the big game news, was that this Marvel Champions guy. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, the biggest of game news, this guy right here. Oops. Pandemic Legacy. Our first full-blown real legacy game. I have another game called Charterstone. That game is Legacy Light. So you play a bunch of sessions of it and you make permanent decisions. So they could be different than other people's decisions in Charterstone, but at the end of the gameplay sessions, you end up with a repeatable playable game that you kind of built the universe of yourself. So it's called Legacy Light because you make a lot of permanent decisions. You put stickers down, you do this, you do that, but at the end of the day, you will still have a game to play once all is said and done. This guy right here, this big old scary boy back here, that's a full-blown legacy game. There's no going back. There's no redos for most of this stuff. There's 12 months of play sessions in it. Months is one game. So unless you really screw up a month, then you can play a month twice. So if you are very good players, you'll play this game 12 sessions, and then this game is done. You tear cards up, you put stickers on the board, you open cardboard boxes when they tell you to, you do all this kind of stuff. It's a full experience, and then once you're done with the 12th month, the 12th gameplay playthrough, you get like a final scoring of how you played all the sessions, and then it's done. You can't go back to it. So yeah, it's quite an exciting experience, really. I'm not gonna ever probably get super into legacy games where I keep buying a bunch of them. They're not cheap, and you can only replay them so many times. I mean, we have 220 board games, so it's not like we play very many of our board games a lot of times to begin with. So 12 playthroughs it's a good amount. You assume 2 hours each time to play the game. That's 24 hours of play time. I mean, like for 60-70 bucks. I mean, that's like a video game. So it's, you play through a video game usually, and you don't play and you don't go back. So I mean, it's not that much different than like a good story based video game. It just seems different because it's a board game and you kind of expect replayability. But yeah, so we went in there and we made the prologue. So yeah, we went into Pandemic's Legacy Season 0. We played the prologue just to get a little bit of experience with. We've played a lot of Pandemic games, but we still have not gotten standard style Pandemic. We have Rising Tide, which is about floodwaters. We have a standard-ish style Pandemic game, but it's all dice, and it's a super fast play. I think what else we got? And now we have Season 0 of the Legacy series, which takes place in like 1962 Cold War U versus those Soviets. You play as a CIA agent who is you are going around trying to stop them from releasing a deadly virus. So it has that concept in it, but it's really far from the standard flavor of Pandemic. It's a lot of fun. So we played the prologue, got our feet wet, figured out the little cool, interesting things that they added to this one. Then we went in, we made our aliases. We got Penny Parker, Jackson Yamamoto, I think. Then we got Jorgen Ford and Kira Ellis. So those were the characters we made up. You get these stickers, you could design their face, give them glasses and hairstyles, things like that. It's a lot of fun. And you're doing this all, and you're writing in pen on these board game pieces that look like passports. And yeah, so we went right into the January playthrough, the January game. So the first month, and we went in there and we ended up doing well. Completed both objectives, but we did have a Soviet incident in Washington. So now Washington is under Soviet surveillance, which is funny because there's a permanent safe house there. But yeah, so yeah, we played through January. We got to the end of January, and it tells you to go into your operations stack of cards, read a couple outcomes, and then you have to, as a group, decide what decision you want to make. So we had 2 cards to choose from. It was like full disclosure on a report and like half disclosure on a report. We went full disclosure. We probably got a defecting agent killed, but it is what it is. And yeah, and so you pick what you want to do, and then you destroy the other card. So a lot of the things that they've told us to destroy, I've just put in a cloth bag, and I wrote on the cloth bag shredded evidence, just because I might need it for myself to go back and read some stuff, because I'll have a hard time remembering that stuff with my ADHD. Some of the stuff, though, the first operations decision we made, I did take the other card and I burnt it up quite a bit. I don't know what the fuck that card is made out of, but it did not burn at all like I thought it would. So I kind of burnt it up at an angle through the middle, burnt it like half of it off, and then cooled it off, dried it down, flicked some of the pieces off, and now we have that sitting on one of our shelves, just as kind of like a little trophy, if you will. Like, this was the first legacy decision we've ever made as a game group, like my wife and I. Like we made this decision, and something's gonna happen from it. So I'm gonna keep the card for a little while. It was really fun. It was really exciting. Then you got to purchase upgrades and stuff for your aliases on your passports, and you pull stickers off, and so one of them has a visa. They could fly to Baghdad for free, and yeah, it's like all this stuff that's going to help you in the future playthroughs. So when we go to play February, our agents are going to come in a little bit more prepared, and hopefully, I mean, I would like to see like what kind of wild stuff you can get that could happen if you fail a month playthrough, either full fail or half fail. It'd be exciting to see that, and I'm sure we will. But so far, the first month playthrough was great. Except for the undercover agent that we probably got killed. But other than that, it was great. We did great with our objectives and everything like that. We just probably made a terrible decision. But we'll see. We'll probably not learn about that for months. Both in-game and real life. Because I don't want to play through this game too fast. I also don't want to play through it too slow, though, and forget a bunch of stuff, you know. When you're talking like permanent decisions that you've made on your board, story decisions you've made with your version of this game, you can't sit on it for 6 months and come back because you won't remember anything. So we'll have more of that. I don't think I posted any of it on social media from the pictures I took, so I'm going to set up a bunch of that to post on social media throughout this week. So if you aren't following me, at Grim Method on Instagram, Grim Method on Twitch, Grim Method on YouTube, that's where you can find me. Instagram is where you will see all of that cool stuff from the Pandemic Legacy, our 4 agent aliases that we made so far. I'll post them, stuff like that. And yeah, so that's the big board game news. That is exciting stuff, I think. I haven't gotten really exciting board games like this in a while, so I was really happy about that. And we're gonna leave this. We only have a few more minutes, so the board game we're gonna play probably tonight was supposed to stay hidden for a couple more weeks for my wife's birthday, and I hid it in our game library because I figured that would be a great place to hide it, you know, amongst 200 other games. But she found it. I could have hid it in my closet over here maybe, but I pulled the doors off my closet, so that's not really a great hiding spot either. And I thought it'd be fun to hide it in the board games, and then she pull it out of the board game and says like, hey, this has been sitting here for 2 weeks for you and you didn't even notice. But she did. So we'll probably play that tonight. It's the Adventure Zone board game. We were a little apprehensive of getting it for a while, just because they used a different artist for the board game than they did for their graphic novels, and we thought that was weird. But I saw more and more pictures of the board game. The style looks cool, as far as like the user experience of the style with playing characters and light RPG elements. So I went and got it for us and was going to give it to her for her birthday, but she saw it, so we'll probably play that tonight. So I'll take pictures of that and I'll get them scheduled to be posted. So follow me on Instagram this week for sure. You're going to see a lot of board game photos. And yeah, that's all we got for today for the morning show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. So come hang out tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, for some hardcore Minecraft. If you're watching this on YouTube, I may already be dead in hardcore Minecraft, depending on when you're watching this. If it's Tuesday, the 27th, of July. We're playing hardcore Minecraft at 1 p.m. So come hang out with us, watch us do stupid stuff, and then die probably. But we'll see. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. hardcore Minecraft. And yeah, so you guys have hopefully you guys had a good weekend as well, like I did. Hopefully you guys have a good week. You know, hopefully you have a good week. And come hang out with us and watch us die to suffocating in the wall from a horse in Minecraft. Who knows how we're gonna die? But it will probably be something stupid. And yeah, so thank you so much. If you want this and more content and more information, you want to hang out, join me in my soul club on Discord. Link is below in my Twitch panels or in the description on YouTube. So yeah, we'll be getting posted more there. I'm gonna try. And follow me on socials. I am Grim Method. You can find me at Grim Method on pretty much everything. And that is all for us today. We'll see you guys later.